Well, residents in Mayfield and surrounding areas remain in dire need of help cleaning up and recovery from an EF4 tornado that ripped through their community more than a week ago. Our Brandon Morano joins us live from Mayfield, where efforts are still well underway. Brandon, how are things looking down there today?
Brooke, even a week later, pretty much anywhere you look here in the heart of Mayfield looks exactly like this. Now, hundreds of homes have been destroyed, more than 70 lives lost. But one thing that we didn't witness a lack of today was help. People still out here as the sun sets, helping the relief efforts. More than half a dozen Red Cross relief centers are set up throughout the area. Right now, there are enough donations of water, clothes, and household items. Now, what's needed the most are propane heaters, extension cords, new gas cans, and power strips. Volunteer Gary O'Connell drove 15 hours from Maryland to help here in Mayfield. And we've talked to dozens of people like Gary, driving hundreds and even thousands of miles to help any way they can.
The other day when I was here, when we actually started this, we drove by and there was two people that were feeding. And so we asked them, hey, can we help? And they said, yeah, they couldn't keep up with the hot food. So we said, oh, we'll help. So we were feeding here. And the one woman that was helping, as we're going, I'm talking to her. And I asked her if she was impacted. And she said she had lost her home.
Now, Gary tells me the same woman who lost her home was one of the owners of that restaurant right across the street. Even though she lost everything, she used what little was still working in that eatery to help feed others. Now, this is what's left of that restaurant here in Mayfield. What's easily visible is the rubble and things that still needed to be cleaned up. Money and donations and hard work can replace those. But what's priceless are the acts of complete strangers stepping up and rebuilding the community and the people living in it. In an instant.
We couldn't see nothing, so we couldn't really tell what kind of damage he'd done or anything like that. We stayed up at night, we walked out our back door and I could see town. The water tower was gone. You could see roofs, houses gone. Then I knew I was blessed.
Blessed because Eugene Evans realizes he was one of the lucky ones. The tornado only tearing off parts of his roof. Now, inch by inch and nail by nail, Eugene's roof and community are being rebuilt by people near and far.
I had like 25 people in my yard yesterday and they all was from different places. And you can believe it's not, there was not one person from Mayfield in that crowd but me.
One person in Eugene's yard then, and still today, is Greg HOLTHAUS.
Whenever we heard of everything that was going on, Jennifer and I were sitting at home thinking, how can we help? And I'm fortunate enough to own an E50 Bobcat, and so knowing how to run equipment, I just loaded the Bobcat up, came down and thought, you know what, we'll figure it out whenever we get here.
And figure it out they did, with materials and labor donated from the roofing guys.
I love them. Just that easy. They're the greatest people in the world.
Eugene's problem is being fixed, but Greg still has a long way to go in his goal of helping everyone he can here in Mayfield.
What we're going to be trying to do is keep everybody updated through our Coldwell Banker Prime Realty Facebook page and let them know individual needs as they come to us. Like we just heard of a family in need for some Christmas toys.
From repairs to toys to food, one thing is for sure.
There's a lot of hurt going on right now, and there's a lot of help here. We've had a lot of help, and I know not just me.
Help that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, it's impossible to talk to everybody on the ground here helping today, but we did talk to quite a few people from as far as Maryland to Philadelphia to even from south of Nashville, Tennessee, making their way up here to Mayfield to help. You'll hear more about that at 10 o'clock. But in the meantime, if you'd like to help with the donation efforts, head to our website, WSILTV.com. For now, live in Mayfield, Brandon Morano, News 3.
All right, thanks for that update, Brandon. And just to reiterate what he just said, we've been covering the tornado outbreak since it happened last Friday night. And for more storm-related stories or how to help, you can go to our website. That's WSILTV.com. Then go to Tornado Recovery at the top of the page.